Alright, so this is just going to be a very quick, simple video replacing the battery on this 13-inch MacBook Air model A1466. This is a very common model. I believe they go all the way from 2012 to 2017. I've actually made several videos of this process. It's very quick. You want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and length. So I put the flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern I remove them. So we have this rectangular shape. And I'll just put all the screws like that, okay? The two in the middle back here are longer than all the rest, and I believe there were two others that were slightly different, but yeah, I try and keep them all in order in the exact place so that way I can put them back the way I took them out. All right, and that's a very important thing to learn, because a lot of times when working on computers, if you don't pay attention, the screws will be different, and if you just threw them all in a bucket together or something, a container, then you're going to end up having problems. So make sure to keep them all in order. As you can see, this person did use a bottom cover. They also have a top cover. And it made all these lines on it, so I'm going to see if I can clean that off. Most likely I'm going to have to use water to do it, but let's go ahead and pop this out. So once you get all the screws, you just go from the back here, all right, in between there, and you just kind of pull this up. You might have to wiggle it a bit, and there we go. And I do have to clean it a little bit, but not too much. All right, this is also really dusty here, so I'm going to brush all this dust out, and then I'm going to actually clean off the bottom cover at least with water and dry it up. Anyways, let's go ahead and remove the battery. I'm going to use a T5 or Torx 5 screwdriver. There's 5 screws holding the battery in place. Again, this is a very simple process. We're just going to remove all 5 screws. Again, keep them in order because they are different size, shape, and lengths. Alright, I don't know if you can tell, but this battery is all like rough and bumpy, and that's caused by something known as or called dendrites. All right, and that usually happens when you kind of leave it charging too long, and usually also the batteries will start inflating. But I don't know why on the Airs, I don't think I've seen the MacBook Air batteries inflate much, so I don't know. Anyways, once we get all those screws out, okay, you're gonna have to be very careful with this. So we're gonna lift this up like that, okay, and I'm getting my hand under there. What we're gonna want to do is basically tilt it up like this. So you don't want to just pull it out this way, because then you can get it caught on a cable underneath. So I'm going to tilt this up, as you can see. Then we're going to grab this plastic tab, and we're going to use that to kind of wiggle it as I pull it. And there we go. All right, so here's the cable I'm referring to that you might damage, so you want to be careful with that. And yeah, now I'm going to clean out the dust, and I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. Where's the pub? All right, so I'm back. As you can see, it's cleaned out a bunch. Okay. I couldn't get all the stuff off. I even used like warm water and soap, so I don't know what's going on with that, but there we go. All right, we're gonna take out the old battery, and we're gonna get the replacement. So grab that. All right. Oh, it's kind of stuck in the packaging. All right, so here we go. We got the replacement here. It has this plastic film on it. If you want, you can leave it on there, or you can peel it off. And basically, oh, is there still? Oh, that stuff doesn't come out. I guess I'm gonna have to like brush it here. I didn't see that dust earlier. All right, that stuff's not coming out. Anyways, we're gonna put the new battery in. Make sure you don't put it upside down. Okay, sometimes you might have the cable here twisted around, and you don't want these metal exposed pin parts facing up. You want it this way. So I'm going to hold this battery up while I get the connector into place. Okay, it's kind of crooked, so I'm going to angle the battery to get it in right. Make sure it goes in straight, not at an angle. Okay, come on, get in there. Why is it being stubborn? There we go. Okay, now that we got that in, I'm going to rotate the battery over, and let's go ahead and pinch the 2 pieces. Let me actually zoom in here so you can see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch both pieces to get it in, just like that. And and we can go ahead and zoom back out. Okay, and hopefully it's good now. Okay, just like that. Rotate it into place, drop it down. Okay, and then we just got to put all the batteries back, or sorry, the screws back in. Very simple. Okay. One thing we're gonna do after this is a PRAM and SMC reset. Okay. I don't know if most people probably won't mention that. If you skipped over the video, you probably won't even hear this, so sorry about that. But yeah, you do want to do a PRAM and SMC reset. Don't blame me if you skipped all over the video and missed these important parts. Alright, anyways, let's get this in. And we're going to test the battery real quick. And usually if you want to maintain the battery for a very long time, you want to avoid charging it too high, above 90%. And you don't want to drain it all the way to 0. If you do drain it high, if you do charge it all the way, that's okay. But if you're not using the computer, if it's just off sitting on your desk somewhere, you don't want to leave it at 100% while it's plugged in. That's actually really bad for the batteries. We're going to test it first, and then I'm going to peel off the stuff after that. Okay, so to do a PRAM or SMC reset, let me get the charger real quick. Okay. The charger's trapped under some stuff, so let me grab that. Okay, so we're going to get the charger. We'll plug this in, and you'll notice the charge light right now is orange. To do a SMC reset, what you do is Control-Option-Shift on the left side, power button. This light will go green, and then back to orange. That's how you know you did it right. Then we're going to do a PRAM reset. So to do that, power button, hold Command-Option-P and R. The computer will turn on, and then you should see it shut back off, and then you can wait for the second chime, or once you see it shut off, you can let go. It'll turn itself back on, and that's how you know you did the PRAM reset properly. Okay, so we're going to let it boot, and there we go. Alright, so we should be good to go. I am going to peel off the clear pieces. I'll let it start a bit. Okay, it's showing 63% battery, so I'm going to unplug this and make sure it stays on, and it does. So we should be good to go. I'm going to leave it plugged in just so it can be charged all the way, alright, when the customer picks it up. But let's go ahead now and pull off these clear plastic things. Okay, so if you're going to peel these off, you want to actually roll them off like this. Okay, you don't want to pull them straight up because you don't want to separate the layers of the battery. Alright, if you pull it straight up, then you'll actually end up separating the layers of the battery, and that's not good. Okay, so roll them off like this. Alright, and we're going to do this with all 4. Very simple, very straightforward. Okay, again, hopefully you watch through the entire video because I do give useful tips and hints and tricks and things like that. Alright, things that will help you in the long run. I know a lot of people are used to just seeing like videos where they just do stuff and don't really tell much about how things work and other things like that. So my videos, they're actually very, very educational, not just showing how to remove things, but also giving tips and tricks and hints how to do things and how things work and how you can make things last longer. Okay, anyways, there we go. Got all that plastic stuff off. We're gonna now just put the bottom cover back on and then put all the screws back into place, and we should be good to go. Make sure to switch back to the P5 or Pentalobe 1.2 screwdriver, and we'll get all these screws back in, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is to it. Again, you're welcome to stay as I get all these screws in. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Alright, so let's get all of this back in. And that's it. Alright, I also need to clean the bottom cover because the bottom cover is also dirty. So if I put it back on this cleaned one, then it's just going to get really dirty real quick right away. But yeah. All right, got 4 more screws here. What are all these scam calls I'm getting now? Okay, I got 3 more, and we're good to go. All right, there we go. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's drop this. Bye.